Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mario Pedro Gould. You're now tuned into the Alpha Success Network. And how's your morning? How is your morning coming along? I'm having myself a magnificent morning. It's a beautiful day out here in Vancouver, the West Coast, the best coast. And I normally don't spend that much time in the sun, but I was doing some very, very exciting personal development reading, which I'm going to talk to you about real briefly. And I just ended up staying longer than I usually stay in the sun. So I'd like to share this with you. It's just a beautiful, beautiful day. Before we get into a conversation, check this out. The sun is just, you can see the reflection in the water, and everybody's out there, having a good time, kayaking, paddleboarding, and just living that good life. So I think I'm going to go out there and have some fun. But before I do that, I want to do what I do best, which is share the love with you. I want to talk to you about a very, very interesting topic that is very dear to my heart. And for simplicity's sake, I am just going to title this conversation Self Improvement. Self Improvement. Self Improvement. What does this mean to you? Self Improvement. As I sit back here reflecting on my life, how far, like where I've come from, all the challenges and obstacles I've overcome, to where I presently am today, whereby I'm living, in my humble opinion, I'm living the life of my dreams. And there's more to come. And I'm asking myself, what is the one main thing that I did that put me in a position of inner power to control the direction of my future? I am the captain of my ship, the master of my destiny. And the one thing that I have done and continue to do relentlessly, my dear friends, is self-improvement. Self-improvement. Let me just give you a little bit of an analogy to set the foundation for the conversation that I want to have here with you. When diamonds are mined, they are rough, and for them to be presented to you, to your significant other, to your love, if you're giving it to a woman, that diamond is going to be polished, it's going to be refined, it's going to be it's going to be looking good. But when that diamond came out of the mine, it was rough. So that process of polishing and refining the diamond is what reveals the glitter, the beauty that is in the diamond. You know what I'm saying? So you are a diamond in the rough. And when you polish yourself, when you refine yourself, then you can reveal the inner splendor that lays within. You can reveal this to the world. And this is what self-improvement is all about. When I look at my life and look at where I was, about 9 years ago, where I was 9 years ago, I was unhealthy, broke, always making a lot of mistakes with finances, unhappy. I was living a miserable existence, just drinking a lot of alcohol, smoking a lot of cigarettes, a lot of marijuana, chasing a lot of women around. And I just resolved that I wanted a difference in my life, and I got onto the journey of self-improvement. And when I got on the journey of self-improvement, I noticed that every single day when I learned how to develop my talents, my spiritual talents, my mental talents, my intellectual talents, as well as the talents that I use in the external world, communication, when I learned to develop these talents, I noticed that I was becoming more and more and more a man of power. And when I say a man of power, I do not mean power over other people, but power over the circumstances in my life. So do you want to become a man, a woman of power? You know, do you want to control the circumstances of your life? Which brings us to this beautiful book that I just finished reading right here. Beautiful, beautiful book. You know, I recommend for you to pick it up. Self-Investment, Orison Swett Marden. And in this book, I'm just going to go through the table of, I'm going to go through the contents, and he's talking about different areas in your life whereby you can invest in yourself and improve yourself, because through improving yourself, through becoming a better version of yourself, are you able to create a better reality in your life. Got it? So I'm just going to touch on some of the things that he shares here, and I'll as the conversation goes on, I'll also talk about some of the few things that I've done in my own life to make me become a more powerful individual, and I hope that it will empower you to transform your life and live the life more abundant. So when we're talking about self-improvement, some of the things that he talks about here are very, very interesting, whereby if you take them to heart and begin to create a program to develop yourself, you will notice some significant improvements in your life. You know, there's quite a few of them, but one of the areas that he speaks about is personality as a success asset. Personality as a success asset. Without going too deeply into it, would you define yourself as an individual that has personality? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a personality? I mean, I'm not talking about an average personality. I'm talking about a personality that is magnetic, that attracts to it other personalities that are in alignment with and that can help his personality rise up in life. So what are you doing to develop your personality? You know what I'm saying? Your charisma, your chutzpah, your confidence, you know, all of that good stuff. Another area he speaks about here is how to be a social success. How to be a social success. Are you timid? Are you scared of communicating with other people? Are you scared of striking up conversations, and this is holding you back from creating more social success in your life? You know, what can you do about this? I'm not going to give any recommendations. I'm just going to point out some few directions, and you know, you can pick it up yourself. Education by reading. How often do you read good books that inspire you, that motivate you, that uplift you, that give you new ideas, new ideals, new ways and perspectives to look at the world? You know, reading also allows you to enhance your vocabulary, which enables you to become a better communicator. You know what I'm saying? Reading empowers you with the ability to develop a high level of critical thinking skills as you read, think, contemplate, and reflect. So are you reading, my dear friends? And if you're reading, what is it that you're reading? Are you reading material that is spurring you on to greatness? You know, he talks about self-improvement through public speaking. A lot of people are scared to speak in public, but I have found that the art of speaking in public is one of the greatest areas of self-improvement, because it forces you to stand on your own 2 feet and articulate what it is that you have in your consciousness. And your ability to articulate your ideas with power, poise, and passion, my dear friends, is a great confidence builder and a great door opener. Talks about what a good appearance will do for you. This is all self-improvement. Are you neat? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you keep yourself trimmed? You know what I'm saying? Okay? Do you put on clean clothes? Do you take showers often? Do you know what I'm saying? Are you a clean individual? Do you look presentable? This is all self-improvement, my dear friends. You know, these are really important topics. I'm just going to give you two more. Self-reliance. He talks about self-reliance here. How often do you stand and believe in yourself instead of always seeking help from the external world? Have you learned to become self-reliant? You know, depend more on yourself and not on your outer self. Depend more on your inner self, your great I am. We're talking about self-improvement, my dear friends. It's a beautiful book. I just finished the book right now, and the last chapter was mental friends and foes. You know, what are the thoughts that you are entertaining in your mind? You know, are your thoughts of harmony, thoughts of order, thoughts of beauty, thoughts of joy, thoughts of happiness, thoughts of peace? When you think this kind of thoughts, then you begin to live a very, very beautiful life because you are in alignment with the universal will. You know, be careful about thoughts of anxiety, worry, hatred, fear. You know, be a very alert watchguard to the gate of your mind. So this is what I learned from this book on self-investment. And, you know, I just look at my own life. You know, I really spend time to invest in myself. I read every single morning. You know what I'm saying? I invest in my physical health. You know, today, when I'm done doing all of this and done doing my yoga, I'm going to do yoga in my living room. I'm going to go out to the beach. You know, just do some pull-ups and push-ups. You know, just take care of my body. You know, self-investment, self-improvement. I got time to improve my mind. I'm going to do some meditation. But when I'm at the beach, I just relax and just let my mind be free. And I have learned that as I continue to invest and develop myself in body, mind, and soul, and develop my external skills in the world, I am able to bring a higher level of peace and joy in my life. And I'm able to touch and bless more people just like you who is watching this message. What are you going to do today? You know, are you going to do something exciting? I'm going to have some mad fun. I'm going to show myself some mad love because life is meant to be lived to the fullest. Devote yourself to never-ending self-improvement, self-development, Kaizen. Adios.